Well, it's October, and that means the 2012 tournament season's over. That means it's time to sell the boat, which means I've got to remove the wrap. I'd like to thank Lawrence and ScoutLookWeather.com for their 2-year participation in this wrap. It's been a good deal for both of us. They've gotten about 100 million advertising impressions through the promotional spot on WFN, through the time on the road, and through other media exposure. So they've gotten a lot of good coverage out of it, and I look forward to seeing them or someone new back on the wrap for next season. Now, I've never pulled the wrap off one, so we're going to see together how hard it is to do. I've been told it's not that bad. We'll see. The wrap does extend around the back of the boat, so I'm going to let the power poles down and see if I can't get it started back there as well. I don't want to use anything sharp because I don't want to scratch up the boat. So what I'm doing is just getting a start in the edge and then pulling up. You'll see here I was able to get it started just a little bit. We'll see how easy it pulls up. Oh yeah, that works good. Now, we're going to have some little problem spots like back behind the power pole brackets, and we're just going to have to do the best we can. Also, any place that H2O cut, like going around the tie downs, we're going to have to pull off in little sections. So far, I'm impressed. Oops. Now, there are a few small tears in the wrap from having been against limbs or whatever throughout the 2 years it's been on there. And every time I get to one of those, it looks like it's tearing. But as long as I watch it and don't tear it all the way loose, that. Thank you, America's Funniest Videos. Okay, lesson learned, stay close to it. Don't put all your weight. So far, I'm not seeing much glue being left on it. There are some occasional spots. It's going to take a little elbow grease to get them off. This little area has been right up here toward the front, but it takes a lot of abuse from bumping up against pretty much everything you get around. all in all, I'm real happy with how that went. Went very quickly. I've got 3 or 4 spots down here with some glue residue, my little elbow grease, and that'll come right off. Now, the bottom half went pretty easy. Only took 3 or 4 minutes, and other than tearing the wrap one time and landing sitting on my butt, it wasn't too bad. Got one spot here that's going to be just a touch tricky. When the power poles were mounted, the wrap was already on, so the holes are drilled through the wrap, so it's not worked around it. I'm going to need to cut the wrap, come around that corner, and get it out from under there. And the whole trick appears to be getting the edges started. Once you get that rolling, you're in pretty good shape. Got one little spot here that's stuck better than most. So I'm going to just get an edge under it. Being careful not to scratch the boat. And we should be good to go. Now you can see here, when they mounted it, they have to piece this together. So that's why you get a little tearing when you get to this section. Best thing I'm seeing is that I don't see any scratches where they put the wrap on, no cut marks or anything like that. So H2O, when they did the wrap, did a great job.
You had a comment, babe? I'm bleeding when I fell.
And you fell all the way down?
Oh, yeah.
Do you need a Band-Aid?
Nah, I'm good. I landed on my ass big time. Every place you got a little nick in that thing, it tears that wrap. Come on, man. Coming off really good, though. You see, you got a little bit of glue residue, but that'll buff right off.
Is that your numbers somewhere?
Yeah, they're on the wrap.
Or are you going to leave your numbers on?
Well, the numbers are on the wrap. First side went pretty good. The only thing I'd probably do different is I'd let it sit out in the sun, warm up a little bit. By it being warm, it's a little more flexible. You can use a heat gun, but you got to be careful because you don't want to mess up the gel coat under the wrap. Up here, I've got the front GoPro mount. If you've been watching any of the run-in videos, this is the shot that you see that's looking straight back at the motor. This little GoPro mounts stick really well. This one's been on here better than a year, and it has not moved at all. As you can see, that's in real time, so it didn't take but a minute or two to come all the way down that side. For the bottom half this time, I'm going to start at the front. That way I won't have the problem with the power roll brackets. I'll be able to pull it around and pull it straight off.
So there you have it, 20 to 30 minutes. We've gone from it completely wrapped to it completely unwrapped. The only thing left to do is wash it, clean up the glue residue, get me some new boat numbers put on it, and we're all set to roll. Be sure and tune into my website at www.mybasslife.com, and you can see who next year's wrap is.